Hello ladies and gentlemen, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel for a review on something that I've been really looking forward to, and that is the episode 4 Grand Moff Tarkin, and he's finally arrived. If you watched the unboxing, you got a bit of an earlier look at the figure and the head sculpt and all of the awesome stuff that he comes with. But here we're going to do the full review, and I'll give you a quick look at the packaging so you can see this photo. This absolutely awesome picture of the figure in this really iconic pose. I might actually have him displayed like that. I don't know, probably in the chair, but we'll have a look when I get the figure out. So I'll do a quick look at the packaging. I'm not sure why I do these looks at the packaging, because the Star Wars figures are a bit plain, aren't they? But you can see sort of the info of Hot Toys and stuff on the back. Now, one thing about getting these Hot Toys figures super early from Hong Kong is they don't come with shippers, so they get a bit sort of dinged up, as you can see here, but that's alright. Now what we'll do is we'll get Grand Moff Tarkin's accessories all laid out here, and we'll get a closer look. In terms of accessories, Grand Moff Tarkin doesn't actually come with that much stuff, but the stuff that he does come with is absolutely awesome. So first things first, he does come with 4, actually, of these tiny little command keys. Now, I'll see if I can get the camera to focus. So, awesome level of detail on there. They're all blue on the top. I'm not sure if that's any significance, but he does come with 4 of those, and they can sort of sit on his outfit, and that's how I have it at the moment. And he does come with some interchangeable hands as well. So I'm pretty sure this hand is actually meant for holding the command key sort of things. And you can see the level of texture and just wrinkling on there. You can see the seam where that thumb's plugged in actually. You can see the level of wrinkling and detail on there is really awesome. Hot Toys always does a good job with older figures, and they've done an exceptional job with this guy. Standard Rogue One style display base. Now I was saying in the unboxing that it's a bit odd that Tarkin comes with the Rogue One style Death Star base instead of the metal great looking thing, the red one. And I still find that a bit odd, but you know, it works. He was on the Death Star. He also comes with his awesome iconic chair. And I did go back and watch that scene, and it is completely accurate to that scene. And this part down here is actually metal as well, this rod. So really awesome. The wheels don't move or anything, but it's just an awesome display piece to have. So they did an excellent job with all these accessories. Now I'm going to get the figure back out here. We'll quickly go over his articulation, and then we'll have a look at the outfit. Going through Tarkin's articulation, he's actually a pretty well articulated figure. There are some things you have to be careful of though. Just when I was trying to get him to sit in his chair, this silver piece on his belt actually did come off, and I had to glue it back on. So be a little bit careful of that, and also his command keys as well. You need to be careful of those. So we'll have a quick look at his articulation. So he's got a traditional sort of long neck peg, and the articulation is in the base of the neck. The suit's all fabric, so it doesn't really limit articulation, but it is sort of wrinkling a little bit, so you need to be careful of that, especially up here, but that was out of the box. So his arms go up about that far. He's got a good bend in the elbow. It's only a single bend. Typical wrist articulation, typical waist articulation. That's mostly coming from his the upper thigh, but he does sort of move forward at the waist as well. Now his legs, they go forward about that far, but you can sort of futz a little bit more to get him sitting in the chair. And his knees do have a solid bend in them as well. And the ankles, pretty good level of articulation on the ankles as well. So overall, Tarkin's a pretty well articulated figure. Well, he kind of needs to be if you want to have him sitting in his chair, I suppose. So what we'll do now is I'll zoom in a little bit closer and we'll have a look at the head sculpt. Just look at the likeness on this head sculpt. Isn't that just absolutely awesome? It really looks like Peter Cushing playing Grand Moff Tarkin. It's just a great likeness, and they always really do an awesome job on older figures, like I've said. By that I mean older people. They do an absolutely excellent job. It's just because they can get all those wrinkles and all the texture in the skin. Just looks really great. And especially him standing next to Vader. They just look really excellent together. I thought I'd show you guys Tarkin sitting in his chair, and you can see he sits in it pretty well. I mean, there's a bit of a gap behind him, and that's just because he can't really bend his legs too far. It's just the restrictions of the costume, but you can sort of bend his feet. So his feet do rest flat on the floor, and you can sort of have him draping his arm over the chair. He does come with a hand specifically designed to grip onto the chair, but I kind of like him sitting like this. And in the film, he does sit off to an angle like this, so it is kind of accurate to have him sitting like that. But he does look pretty epic. I mean, come on. Tarkin sitting in a chair, isn't that just absolutely epic? Really nice looking piece. Wow, what a pair. Don't they just look absolutely excellent together? This, I reckon, is how I'm going to have these two displayed on the shelf Vader standing behind him, and Tarkin just sitting there pointing, saying, you know what, you better watch out because I've got Vader standing right behind me. But absolutely awesome. These two pieces together, I think they're just made to come together. And in hindsight, I kind of wish that I did order the 2-pack with the Vader and the Tarkin, because as I said, there are a few changes in the Vader when I did do a review on him. I'll put the link just up there. When I did do the review on him, I said there were a few differences, and going back and looking, I do kind of regret not getting the 2-pack, but either way, I'm absolutely thrilled to have this Tarkin in my collection. He's an absolutely awesome looking piece. Now, stay tuned, I do have more figures on the way, so don't worry, I'm not sort of finished reviewing. I've got a whole stack of boxes, like I said in my last video, I've got a whole stack of boxes back there, so I'll be doing more. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you can. All of my social links are down there, so feel free to check me out on Instagram. I post photos on Instagram and Facebook of stuff that I've got coming up, so stay tuned, and once again, thanks for watching.